We put him on the show. Give it up for Father Good Touch.
That's my daddy.
All right, before we start tonight, I've got a public service announcement. The boys' sleep over at the rectory is back on. The charges have been dropped. And thanks to the liberal reciprocity laws in this state, we'll have it every month. All right. It's sweet and comforting when your wife tells you you have warm, soft hands. Not so much when your priest tells you that. When I was young, I was blessed with a 9-inch penis. That priest is still in jail. Yeah, I was born and raised Catholic. I got the emotional scars to prove it. I discovered masturbation at the same time I discovered the confessional. The father yelled at me and he said, Elmer, you need to slow down a little bit. This is your 5th confession and it's only Tuesday. He called me one day and said, hey, I got a special surprise for you. And I was like, all right, I finally get to go back to the rectory and drink wine like the other boys. No, turns out it was Sweet Corn Festival week and he had entered me in the shucking contest and had $50 riding on it.
Amen.
I always thought it was strange that a church that was so against gay people found all its forgiveness in a little closet. I'd never been touched by an angel, but I was fondled by a few priests. We had one of those progressive fathers, he was the new hip kind, and he was like, don't call me father, daddy'll do. He would do the Sunday night late mass for the boys about to be molested. He had one altar boy that he was his favorite, and I had heard him refer to him as the new Jesus. And I once asked him, I said, Father, why do you call him new Jesus? And he said, well, look at him. Boy, that sweet's worth a second coming. Yeah, you get a nun pregnant. You dress her up as the altar boy. You know what they call a sleepwalking nun, don't you? A Roman Catholic. You know the difference between a priest and a zit? What? The zit will wait till you're a teenager to come on your face.
Oh, my God.
So these two priests are on a trip and they get pulled over at a roadblock where the cops are stopping all the cars, and the state trooper comes up to the car and he says, sorry to interrupt your trip, fathers. We're just looking for a pedophile. We'll let you go here in a minute. And the two priests start whispering to each other, and one of them says, all right, we'll do it.
Amen. Amen.
They say religion's a lot like a penis. It's good to have one. It's great to be proud of yours. But don't take it out and wave it around in public, and don't let me catch you cramming it down somebody's throat. So this burglar, he breaks into a house, and he's snooping through the first room, and he hears, in a soft voice, he hears, Jesus is watching you. Looks around, heads into the next room, and he's rifling through some drawers, and he hears, Jesus is watching you. What the fuck was that? Gets into the next room, and he's looking in a closet, and he hears, Jesus is watching you. Finally, he panics, and he turns on the light. And over in the corner of the room, there's a parrot on a perch. And he's like, oh, shit. Whew. He walks over and he says to the parrot, he goes, "Did you say that?" And the parrot says, "Yes, I did." He says, "Well, what's your name?" And he goes, "Clarence." And the burglar laughs. He goes, "What kind of fucking moron names their parrot Clarence?" And the bird says, "The same moron that named his Doberman Pinscher Jesus." This couple's on their way to their wedding to get married, and it's real tragic. They get killed in a car accident. And then they're up at the pearly gates before St. Peter. And the woman says to St. Peter, she says, "Are we still going to be able to get married up here?" And St. Peter says, "Well, believe it or not, I don't think anybody's ever asked me that. Let me go check." So he leaves them standing there at the gates. 3-4 weeks go by, and he finally comes back, and he's like, "Hey, turns out you're in luck. You can get married up here." Well, being the pragmatist, the groom says, "Well, what if it don't work out? Are we going to be able to get divorced?" And Peter throws down this book and he goes, "Jesus Christ, man, it took me 4 weeks to find a fucking priest. How long do you think it'll take to get a lawyer?" Thanks, you guys have been good. So with all the hate in the world, go home and love yourselves and then wash your hands.
Sing your praise for Father Good Touch, everybody. Man, he said some really nasty shit